guys, welcome back to my channel. I just wanted to film for you a little chatty get ready with me. Just kind of let you guys know where I'm at, where my head's at, why I've been gone from social media for so long. I know I haven't really posted on YouTube for like a hot minute till I started doing videos recently, just last week. That's just because I'm not very good at YouTube. But I took a hiatus from both of my makeup accounts, which are at Daisyhead by Mary and at mkc.makeupdesigns. I will leave that information down below. And I just kind of want to explain why it was that I was gone for so long. So anyways, we might talk about some other things too. Talk about this delicious Honeycrisp apple cider that I got from Trader Joe's. Love me some Trader Joe's. Anyways, on my brows are the ColourPop Cosmetics Precision Brow Pencil in black and brown, and then Anastasia Beverly Hills Clear Brow Gel, just to make them look a little bit more feathery. But let me tell you, I am due for another brow wax. I can just always tell because it's a little bit harder to draw on my brows, and they're just pretty unruly. So mama needs a brow wax. Anyways, let's get to it. So the palette that I wanted to use today is the ColourPop Cosmetics Give It To Me Straight palette. I actually haven't used it that often at all, and I don't really know why, except for the fact that I'm just always reaching for my single shadows. I have them in a pretty big, like, Divina Cosmetics magnetic palette, and I have a very wide array of colors, from nudes to peaches and pinks to greens to blues to purples to shimmers and metallics and mattes and everything. So I just kind of reach for that instinctively every time I do my makeup, but there are a lot of my palettes that are kind of going unused, which is horrible, and this baby is one of them. So I'll just show it to you inside. It is a metallic nude shimmer palette that has a lot of nudes and then kind of rose gold and burgundy tones. So I actually purchased this thinking it was a little bit more neutral than it actually is. It tends to be a little pinker than I expected, but that doesn't mean that it's not a beautiful palette. It just means that I can't create the same looks that I thought that I was going to be able to create when I ordered it. But that's not that big of a deal because mama's got neutrals. I've got lots of nudes, so it's okay. Anyways, it is a 12 color palette and it is really, really pretty. So anyways, like I said, I filmed this the other day. The look is probably not gonna turn out looking the same as that look because I honestly don't really remember exactly what I did, and I'm not willing to rewatch the video to do that. But anyways, so kind of where I've been at. Where did Mary go and why has she been gone for so long? I have been in really, really poor health lately, unfortunately. And I tell people that it's not really that serious, but I mostly say that because I think a lot of people kind of assume that I mean like cancer or something, and don't worry, it's not that. But it actually is a lot more serious than I think I've been admitting to other people. I have a lot of mental illnesses. I have 5 to be exact, and because of that, life can get really hard for me sometimes. I have OCD, anxiety, depression, a panic disorder, and binge eating disorder, so I've got just a little bit of everything. And because of that, I really just have a lot of like ups and downs. I've been working with a great psychiatrist and a therapist, but we're just not quite where we were hoping I would be right now, which is unfortunate. And then what really made me take pause and just feel like I needed to step out of the game was back in April. I had a seizure. I was actually mentally doing a lot better in March and the beginning of April. I was doing really, really well, to tell you the truth. And then I had a seizure in April. I do know what caused it. It's just a congenital brain disorder that I have, just a really, really rare disease, but it is regulated by medication, so that has been taken care of. But because I'm on medication, I'm doing a lot of talking and not makeuping. Sorry about that. Anyways, because of that, I had to change some of my medications because there's just too many drug interactions, which is lame. Drug interactions are seriously the lamest thing ever. It's just been a real like uphill battle, I feel like, from from the middle of April till now. My mom has been out to visit me, and right after I had the seizure, my parents had just left town, like maybe a week or two, and then I had the seizure, and my mom came back to town to help take care of me. My husband took some time off of work. Anyways, I just am not where we all would like me to be, and I'm just kind of working on that. But I hit a point where I realized I was so tired of not being well, basically, that I really wanted to, I'm just gonna tell you right now, Frank has a lot of kickback, so be aware of that. I like barely tap my brush into it, and now I have Frank everywhere. Okay, good to know. Anyways, we're just working on me getting better, and I like to think that I will get better. It's just taking a lot longer than we thought it was going to. So that is where I've been. I've been just having a lot of bad days and spending a lot of time in bed. I would say in comparison to April, I'm better than I was. The whole thing just really threw me for a major loop. And it was, I mean, obviously, like, I hadn't had a seizure for 16 years. So it really obviously was a scary thing. And my husband had never seen me have one because the last time I had one, I was a teenager. And so it was just kind of a difficult thing for our family to deal with, and something that my parents, you know, didn't want me to ever have to go through again. So, but like I said, on that front, we're good. We're just now figuring out what is going on with my mental health, and why have we not figured out exactly what I need to be able to feel better and feel like I did back at the beginning of April, at the end of March, because that was really, really good. So I just applied a combination of Downright and Truth Hurts in the crease, and then I did that Frank color using the Sigma tapered blending brush, the E40, just to get it a little bit more in the crease. And then I blended, because I love to blend. And I think I'm gonna put up front all over my lid. I like this shimmery color, that's really pretty. Anyways, but it hasn't been all bad, I will tell you that much. For example, I got to see Hamilton, and it was so amazing, you guys. If you haven't had the opportunity to see Hamilton, I don't know, like, we saw the touring company. I haven't seen it on Broadway, and I wish that I had been able to see that original cast. Like, how amazing would that have been? I have a friend, and I joke that there's just always going to be a part of me that hates him, and he fully understands and accepts this, because he got to see the original cast not once but twice, because he won the lottery tickets. So he got to see them twice for like $20, and during one of the at the end of one of the performances, they did a meet and greet, so we got to meet all of the original cast too. So anyways, I hate him a little bit for that, but I saw it when it came to town here, and it just honestly changed my life. It really did. And I think people who aren't into Hamilton, who don't get the Hamilton thing, wouldn't understand that. They'd just be like, but it's just a musical, what are you even talking about? But if you know anything about Hamilton, if you know the music, you know what I'm talking about then. Because it was just so much more incredible than I could have even imagined, honestly. There are just no words. There are just no words for it. I saw the Angelica cast, which has kind of been taking care of the eastern side of the United States, and they were phenomenal. The only complaint I have is that the guy that played Aaron Burr was just flamboyant. Like, he was really big and he played for laughs, and I was like, you are doing this wrong. I'm gonna do Be Blunt on the outer corner here. Anyways, he really irritated me the entire time he was on stage. He was a good singer, but he was just he just wasn't the right character at all, and that really, really irritated me to no end. But the rest of it was so amazing. And I saw Julia Harriman as Eliza, and mark my words, we are going to see her win a Tony Award one day for who knows what. But she has the voice of an angel. And then the woman that played Angelica, a couple of my friends were like, I didn't really like her. And I don't know if they saw an understudy or somebody different, but she sounded like Beyonce to me and my husband. And so I really had no complaints. There was one thing that she did in the very first song that you hear Angelica sing, and I was kind of like, oh, I don't know about that, because it sounded just a little bit too poppy. But when she sang Satisfied, I was like, okay, my wig is still in Asia. Anyways, tell me if you guys are into musicals, or if you like concerts, or if you're really into reading. I am currently reading Crazy Rich Asians. I still haven't seen the movie. Don't at me. I know, it's ridiculous that I haven't seen it yet. I hate that I haven't seen it yet. I'll be totally honest. But I just, like I said, I really have a lot of bad days. And then on top of it, my husband doesn't really want to see it because he is lame. But also he's white, so that might be why. Anyways, and also he doesn't like rom-coms. Like, there are a lot of reasons why he might not want to see it. Anyways, he doesn't want to, and so the idea of like going to the movie theater by myself just does not sound all that fun. So I haven't brought myself to see it, but when it gets out on streaming, I will for sure watch it. But I'm listening to the audiobook right now, and I'm enjoying it very, very thoroughly. I have no idea if the book is like the movie at all, so I'm not sure if when I see the movie I'm going to be like super disappointed, or if I'm going to be like, this is exactly how I envisioned it being. But I just love the cultural phenomenon that the movie has been for America and really kind of the world. But to be Asian American in America is just a really interesting thing. I feel like, especially as an actor and a singer myself, that there are so many times when people are like, I don't know what to do with you because you're Asian. Like, if you have a black person or if you have a Hispanic person, they're like, well, you're ethnically ambiguous and we can put you, here or here, or, or there are specific roles for people of those ethnicities. But then Asian American, there's like South Pacific, racist, or The King and I, also racist. Or then, what's that one with Lea Salonga? Miss Saigon. There's like 3 shows! And there's Allegiance that came out recently, but I'm not going to be in that anytime soon. So, anyways, it's like they just don't know what to do with you if you're Asian. They're just like, well, I'm just not going to cast you, I guess. But that was my experience when I lived out in Utah. Maybe now that I live in a bigger city, it'll be really different. But again, I've been too sick to be able to perform out here, so... Anyways, that's sad, but I like to think that I'm gonna get back on the stage again very soon. So also let me know what your guys' hobbies are, what you are really into. I seriously just love to act and sing. They bring me very, very much joy. I tell people that I'm a singer who can act because I'm not really much of an actor. I never really learned that much. I took drama in high school for like 2 years, and then I dropped out because the director or the teachers changed and the new teachers were horrible and I could not stand them. And so I went over to choir and just did choir for many years. I thought I was going to be a choir teacher. Like, if somebody had told me in high school that I was going to grow up to become a makeup artist, I would have been like, yeah, okay. Because I genuinely had my whole life mapped out from like the very beginning of my career to after retirement. No joke. I had it that planned out. And then things just change. I just used Urban Decay Perversion Mascara. I got this in a smaller like sample size, I think, at some point, and I really liked it, or I don't know where I ended up getting it, but I purchased myself a tube. This is the travel size. I like to buy travel sizes because you're supposed to replace it every like 3 months. I replace it like every 6 months. And definitely you don't use that much mascara to warrant owning a full-size tube. And the prestige brands are a little bit more expensive, so I might as well pay drugstore prices, get a smaller tube, and not waste product all at the same time. Anyways, this is my eye look so far. I'm not gonna wear false lashes. So I'm going to use the ColourPop Cosmetics Rose Quartz Crystal Priming Spray. These came out a while ago and I really want to try them, and then I just I sprayed my hair so much. I didn't get my face really. Anyways, they came out and people haven't talked about them that much, but I was just really curious about them. I just wanted to try them out. So this Rose Quartz one I think is supposed to, I don't even remember what the Rose Quartz one is supposed to do, but my dog. But I purchased this specifically because of its properties. So anyways, it's supposed to smell like grapefruit, and that's a real stretch. I don't think it smells like grapefruit, but I've been using it. It's good if you want like a dewier finish, and I really like it actually. My makeup lasts a very long time, so I haven't really jumped into the priming spray or priming water bandwagon till now, but I'm actually pretty happy with it. So, and then my go-to foundation or base or whatever for a long time, you can see how old and nasty this bottle is the NYX Cosmetics BB Cream in Nude. I bought this a while ago, and so, okay, let me tell you the story on the NYX BB Cream. So I bought it a long time ago originally. This is my second bottle, and I just wanted something lightweight, and I think I was going through my big NYX phase at that point, and so I thought I would try it out, and initially I hated it, but I used to have really bad skin, you guys. Like, it was so bad, and it wasn't even that long ago. It was just like a few years ago, and I would get horrible cystic acne. I got adult onset acne, so I didn't start breaking out until I was like 19. That sucks, by the way. So I started breaking out, and I didn't know how to do makeup at that point, and I just was so self-conscious, like. So anyways, fast forward to a few years ago when I really started taking better care of my skin, but I also think it's kind of a hormonal thing. Like, I don't think it's 100% how well I've been taking care of my skin lately, but I know that has contributed as well. But I just kind of think that my adult onset acne is over. Praise the Lord. So glad that it's over. Anyways, so I didn't like it because I didn't feel like it gave me enough coverage. Like, I used to want like Kat Von D Lock-It Foundation coverage. Anyways, I ran out of it, and then I was like, well, I don't really have anything else that's super lightweight, and it wasn't horrible, so I guess I'll buy another tube, and it has been this tube that I have become like seriously addicted to. It's supposed to brighten, smooth, moisturize, and it's oil-free. As far as like BB creams go, this is probably the least impressive BB cream, but I think that the coverage and the finish are what I like the most about it. Like, the finish is really perfect. It looks like skin, it's not cakey, but it does cover up like small imperfections, and especially redness. The problem that I have generally now is just redness, and so it kind of takes care of that, I think, really sufficiently. And then I'm going to do the ColourPop No Filter Concealer. Let me tell you about my experience trying to get the No Filter foundation. I ordered it, and I went off of their shade guide, but I didn't have the exact foundations that they were comparing to, so I was like, well, I think this is the best I can do. And even when I ordered it, I was like, this doesn't make any sense. Like, this seems like it's going to be too light. But I was like, but the shade guide tells me that this is what I should want. So I ordered it, and you guys, it's paler than my concealer. It was so pale. Like, so pale. And I knew it. I knew ordering it that it was too light, but it's what the shade guide told me. Anyways, I was so sad, and they don't take returns at all. They don't refund you anything, which is, in my opinion, kind of a stupid business practice, but like, you know, they're an independent company, I understand, but anyways, so now I have this like freakishly pale foundation, and I really don't know what to do with it at this point. I tried to like sell it to somebody, but honestly, I don't know anybody that pasty. It's so pale. So I've wanted to reorder it and try it again because I've really loved the no filter concealer. I would say that it is like holy grail status for me. However, I'm just really nervous I'm gonna order the wrong color. I'm just gonna keep ordering all of them and I'm just gonna keep getting the wrong colors, and then I'm gonna be like $100 deep in ColourPop no filter foundation and none of them are gonna work for me, and I'm gonna be like, should have just bought the Giorgio Armani at this point. So anyways, that was my little rant. I am going to use the Park Avenue Princess as a bronzer. I just really, really love this one. I keep going back to it. I have a bunch of bronzers, but I just feel like this one blends the nicest and has the best color for my skin tone, and it's matte, which I always need because I get really oily during the day. And I don't feel like it's like too crazy dark either. Like some bronzers are just really dark, and when you have light skin like me, not fair skin ColourPop, but fair skin like me, then it's like, you don't want it to be too scary. And this one I don't think is. So anyways, I need to go on a trip. We haven't gone on a trip for a long time. My husband and I actually used to go on a vacation like twice a year, and we haven't been on a vacation for 2 years now, and I'm going crazy. So we need to go on a trip sometime. I think maybe when my mom comes to town next month, we're going to go to like rent a cabin or something for a little while so we can take the dog. But I need like a real vacation. I have a bet with my husband that about the end of Big Bang Theory, and if I win, which I feel like I will, then I get a trip to Disney World. I don't know if he's even gonna go for it, to be totally honest. He might not go for it at all, but a girl can hope. This is the Morphe blush. I received it this month in my Ipsy bag, and it's color Spirit. It's very pigmented. It is scary pigmented. The first time I used it, it was like, oh my gosh, that's too much. The second time I used it, I was like, that's still too much? I think this time we're not too bad, so. Whew. And then I'm going to use the ColourPop A Smile and a Song from that Disney designer collection. You can see that I've already used it once, and it is a gorgeous color. I can't wait to show you. It is a pearlized finish, and it's similar to like their Super Shock eyeshadows. So it's that kind of like cushiony feel. Look at that. Yeah, look at that. It's so pretty. I will get a lot of use out of this because it's just so gorgeous. So pretty. Anyways, have any of you been on a vacation? And if you have, where did you go? And where should I want to go? I mean, we live in a really cool place, so it's not like I am devoid of things to do. Like, I have a friend who lives in Kentucky right now, and I feel really sad for her. I don't live in Kentucky, thankfully, so we've got stuff to do, but I just need to go on a vacation. I want to pack a bag and go somewhere and just do something. Anything at this point. I'm gonna use the Milani Cosmetics Matte Naked. My girl Joy sent me this lipstick, and I really appreciated that because it's a beautiful color. And that is my completed look using the ColourPop Cosmetics Give It To Me Straight palette. But I do have, I think, a referral code that will get you $5 off. And so that's basically their shipping price. So if you only wanted to order, say, this, you can't get to that $30 domestic or $50 international shipping for free shipping, you can use that referral code and it will basically cut out the shipping price for you. So anyways, I think that this is actually chattier than the last one I filmed. I'm really sorry about that. When I say chatty, get ready with me, I really just mostly mean chatty. But anyways, thanks for sticking with me, guys. I hope you have a great day, and I will see you next video. Bye.